Hey, I'm angry. No, it's not because someone messed up my day. I'm more angry because of what's around me. Now, I was placed here in this world for a reason. And though I'm angry, I still feel sad. It's a mixture of two forces that I can't control within my ability to understand how I feel. If you didn't get that, that's okay, because I get angry all the time. We all do. But I just want to make this short little video basically regarding anger. And if someone in the comments understands the background, everything that's going on, from the light hitting my face to the lights, the colors, the color schemes, if you get it right down in the comments, hey, write a comment down saying, hey, this color means that color means that color. I love doing these colorized videos because they all have meaning behind them, and I just want people to figure out the context clues behind what I'm saying and back it up with words. It's kind of crazy how words can lead you to nothing. For an example, if I made up an excuse for something, then it would basically lead to nothing. And it is very hard to say what you have to say, because your words may not lead in the right direction. That doesn't mean it changes your path. That just means your words are not going where it's supposed to go. So you're always redirecting yourself, going in this circle, wondering, when is it going to stop? When am I going to say the right words? Did I hurt this person's feelings? Was I too friendly? Was I too weird? No, who cares? I'm not going to be angry about it, because I know later on I'm going to be happy. But I can't stay happy forever. I really don't like, as a man, I don't like defending myself, because if I did, my anger would really get the best of me. I'd be so angry that I'd be sad. And I wouldn't know if I'm supposed to be all right later on, because I still think about it. What did I do wrong? You know, making these videos, just sitting here with you guys like this, really means something to my heart, because I can finally express to you all of the pain that we all feel inside of our hearts. I feel like, besides the anger and the pain and the sadness, the most hardest part of being a man is fighting the mental battles between not only yourself, but those mental battles that feel like they're so surreal in your mind. Because it is hard to cope mentally with things that are going on because of death. Yeah. I'm Jalen Coley. I'm 19 years old. I have one life. One. I didn't think I had one life until I was around 7 or 10, because I always thought I had 3. I played too many video games. But I just, man, like, I didn't think that being a man would be this rough. I just gotta be a big dog. But what can I say, man? I love doing these videos. And they hit deep because I wanted to have meaning behind every layer. Because no matter how angry I get, and the devil always seems to be right behind me, I don't give up and looking towards the light, no matter the color. Sometimes the wrong lights can lead you to the wrong lights that you thought was good. It's hard to really deal with mental and physical battles, because physical battles, you can handle that. You can handle your physical battles, but when it's mental, it's all you, by yourself. I didn't know I was gonna grow up and be here alone at this age and not really think that I was gonna be happy all the time like that, and still try to find ways that make me happy and make my parents proud. No. I just want to be a regular person without being too weird and obnoxious, and not have too much anxiety when I'm at a table with who I call friends. I never know when we're gonna ever have our last laugh, our last drink, our last merry-go-round, or, to be specific, our last dinner, lunch, our last child. I hate being the last child, because I'm the last. So what do I even mean? I know I was supposed to be something in this world. That's why I'm here. But since I'm last, why do I feel so sad? Why is it so painful that I'm seeing so much success with my sisters, my siblings, and it still doesn't feel like I'm moving, because I feel like I'm not trying hard enough? Or maybe it's just because I don't know what my real purpose is, and I'm trying to find something I love doing, but that thing that I love doing, I'm not good at. But I like doing it. It's something that helps me not think about the stresses of life, and it helps me with my attitude, my mood. And it's just a part of life, you know? These crazy mood swings, these feelings, they're all just waves of Trey. then I somehow suddenly fall back to myself because of all the pain. I find myself here, and I still look up in the sky, even if it was night or day. Every day's a new day. Doesn't matter. Whether sad or angry, I have to control what's here. Because not every mental battle is that hard. I know there'll be better days, and the sun will come out. But until then, the fog will not clear the day until you finally say that, hey, I'm gonna do something different today. The fog was always gonna be there. That fog, that cloud, it's always gonna be over you, right over your shoulders. You know what that fog is? It's nothing but the devil trying to mess you up. And he could be right behind you, like this. You wouldn't even know it. Because you're dealing with so much, all this sadness, anger. I got my door open. I mean, not my door open. I got my window open, so sorry if you guys hear a lot. It's really hot in here. Maybe it's because I'm so angry. I need to stop being angry all the time because I'm just gonna eventually crash and not even realize all the damage I've done to myself. Not only that, my reputation. Sometimes I just want to let out a scream like that. But yeah, there are a lot of things that can make you guys angry, okay? So besides the sadness, the mental battles that we all have inside, it's better just to remain composed and to yourself and keep the peace that you always said to yourself in your head in these type of situations that you know that would probably happen, that you anticipate, and you knew it was gonna happen. And when it does, don't let it overwhelm you. It gets too deep when you do something you didn't want to do and now you regret it for the rest of your life. And it'll either leave you sad or angry. So hot in here. Sometimes you just grieve all those horrible decision making. But it's better to just not say anything and be quiet. It is those people who don't say nothing you should be worried about. It's those people who don't wake up and just not care, and their mentality is focused on nothing but what they have ahead of the day, already seizing it before it even began. There are people out here who are partying, and it's okay to party. It's okay to say, hey, I'm gonna go to the club, but homie, this is one life. This is real life. We are real guys. Let's be real guys. Let's not go waste our semen in one little small club where girls wear their underwear and they shake their booties, and you're supposed to just throw money on their butts while they're twerking. It seems funny, right? But I'm just telling the truth, man. Like, it's your life. And I've always wanted to go to the club, but that's just to have a little drink, you know? I'm not trying to do nothing nasty. What are you gonna get out of that in the end? When you wake up that crack of dawn, the crack of the day, the crack of an egg, and you turn over to your left and she's not there anymore. And you realize she's left you with nothing. She's left you no money, no life, and she probably stole your car and your car keys. No wonder why they call it the fast life. Because life is so fast, and people are different. People make me mad. They make me sad. They make me angry. I have a laugh, but I can't seem to see why I'm sad still, even though I've given people so much positivity, so much happiness that I could possibly give from the bottom of my heart, and I still don't care about myself? Or is it because I'm just a cool person? I'm not a weird person. I'm just doing good deeds. I'm being as nice as I possibly can. And maybe it's not enough, because I'm always the one that gets blamed at the end of the conversation. I'm the one that gets that everybody gets mad at because I say something that everybody was just like you didn't have to say that. Maybe I'm just too real. Or you'll just have the silent killers, like you shouldn't say anything at all, and you should just shut your mouth and be quiet. Because if you say anything wrong, then it's just best not to open your mouth, and you just be quiet. And then you give that little mean mug look on your face because you're just small. You're being belittled like you're nothing, meaningless. How am I supposed to look up to you? I can't look at you. You're over me. You're standing over me. And it makes me sad, because I'd rather say nothing if I was insulted in public. You guys know the painting, the painting of, I think it was the devil, the fallen angel painting. That fallen angel painting, when Lucifer was like this with his eyes, he had the mean mug in his face. He looked like he was fighting. Yeah. I love art like that. That is historical art. I love modern art like that. Artwork like that is just elegant, and I love it. That's like the modern English era or something, like the 1500s, 1600s, when people were drawing arts. They were drawing like art paintings and portraits of these different kind of poses that these famous people would do. And you know, nowadays people don't look back at like how magnificent that art style really looked, and it looks so not nostalgic, but vintage in a look where it's polished and it's modern, and it looks like it can be used in today's society, that can be displayed in a museum, like Mona Lisa. Parfait. It is beautiful. But what I'm trying to say is that like Lucifer in that painting, the fallen angel, when he was crying, he had that tear shedding down his eyes. When he was trying to hold back something, he was in that pose. If you look it up, you'll know what I'm talking about. Just look it up, fallen angel. You guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. But you guys look up that exact image, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, sometimes you gotta sit there and be like that image. You have to sit there and know that those mental battles are just like that image. Every time you should think about it. Like, oh, this is reality. This is how it is. It's a fight. Why should I waste my knowledge of words, verbs, adjectives, nouns, pronouns on a person that is gonna die one day as well as me? I'm not gonna say nothing. I can't. Not unless it's from my family. Then I'll say something back. I'll have the right to defend myself because that's coming from my blood. But in my own blood, in my body, if I was to get insulted, it is better to be a man and just take the pain and not let your anger get the best of you and make you look foolish as a fool. And in the end, you'll do something you'll regret for the rest of your life. And it will leave you as sad as a teddy bear. And I said that in the nicest way I could possibly say, but you know it's true. So it's a battle. Anger and sadness, regret, split into two sides. And most people couldn't really see. But I just had to be very observant and I had to set it up right because I find it quite interesting how like life has all of these illusions and crazy things where you can like really be creative and be yourself. So that about wraps up this video. Nothing much. Now I did say in my last video to tune into my next video, but this is not that video. This is just another video that's just already pre-recorded, just recorded now, but I'll upload it to the channel and let's see how it does. Hopefully you guys can catch every single meaning behind what I said with my words as pertains to the image I was trying to portray to you on this canvas, on my screen, on my phone, looking at me, myself. So just being real, guys. And y'all, one last thing before I go. Y'all, it is best to not be real. I feel like most people who are real are the ones who are just as weird as me. Weird and funny, intelligent, and as curious as a Curious George. Okay, that was kind of lame. But y'all, every time I tried to be real, I felt down on myself because I mean, yeah, it's like, yeah, that's real. Like, dang, bro, that what you said was real, but I mean, like, does it? What do you gain from that? Like, is it really enough to where people can relate to that, or are you just gonna feel pain because of how real you were saying that sentence, and you thought you were just, saying something that could be that could be forever, like a long time saying that everyone would catch and understand you as a person, and put their self in your position, or how it would feel because of how real it felt when you were saying it. Because being real only got me hurt. And this is true. I'm not going to explain it in a story, but I'm just letting y'all know. You can be real as many times as you want. It won't make you angry or sad. It'll make you look back and say to yourself, at least I was genuine and honest. And that's the only person you can be. Real. You can be a real friend. You can be real kind. You can help the world by doing little things, by helping those who need help, who don't move like how you move, and they have a disability, or they have, or they have, like, or they can't see, like, they can't function humanly. They can't do anything, and you have to help them. That's real to me, yeah. Or whether it's just like, for example, one last thing. Still in that one last thing. It's like this, right? Is it real if I went out on a date with my girlfriend and we sat at the Burger King? Yeah, I know it's not a 5-star restaurant. Who cares? It's still a date between me and my girl. So look, it's me and her, and I'm talking to her. I'm having a good conversation. I look over, just across the table, this girl's having a little seizure or something, right? She's trying to eat her food, but she can't because her fingers are jittery. She's moving too much. Would you be real and help that person out? Or would you just sit there and watch her? I mean, it's like, and then most people will laugh. Most people will look at it and just be like, oh, okay, no one's gonna pay attention to the person that's suffering, because people say this a lot. People have said this a lot, but it's those people who have suffered the most are the ones, like there's, it's the people out there who are going through it 5 times worse than you are, 10 times worse than you are, 30 times worse, and it's so true. It's so true. There's some battles you can't win, but you still wake up. You still wake up because you have another chance to forget what happened in the past. You can't look back. It's only forward. The path has always been forward. It's always been up, down, left, right, north, east, west, south, west, and all of the souths, and west, and north, and east. It's everywhere. There's always a path. I may not know where it take me, but at least I'll know that I'm going somewhere. And I'll let you know if I make it there. And as always, y'all, it's TGV Vlogs, man. Just keeping it real, y'all. And I'm signing out here. Hope y'all have a good day. Peace. And as always, be great. Make your parents proud. One life.